Hi Capricorn, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of January 2022 as we begin the new year. So, bear with the background noise. It is raining sideways right now. It's quite intense. But anyways, keep in mind this is a general monthly read. Do remember to check out your other placements within your individual chart. The playlist link will be in the description box below. All right. We're going to begin by pulling the overall energies from the Soul's Journey deck. For my lovely Capricorns for January 2022, money and career. A little feisty. Blame. This could be blame towards oneself for not making certain correct choices in the past, or it could be blame in the work environment. Whether you're blaming other people, or you could find that blame is coming towards you. As well as growth. We'll just go with the two. Keep it simple. I feel like that's also a message for you, Capricorn, to keep it simple in the month of January when it comes to your work, when it comes to the way you think and process and approach financial choices, decisions, and maybe even obstacles, okay? But again, for whatever reason this is coming out, don't blame yourself for learning as you go, for kind of going through those trial and errors, that growth process. It's a month where you're remembering or being pushed to realize that you're going through an immense amount of growth, all right? And this is now coming through as growth career-wise. You could see an immense amount of growth taking place in almost unexpected ways if you're running your own business or side hustle, right? Or you could just see yourself growing through your work, it being very evident in the work that you produce in one way, shape, or form. Wow. Some of you might be looking back at certain things you created or developed within your business or career in general way back when, or even thinking about past financial choices, decisions, and investments, and almost comparing how far you've come since then, regardless of how far back it goes. Okay. Let's pull the main part of the reading, a simple 6-card spread from the Light Seers Tarot deck. I just heard it's a month of success, and so I need to not let blame or overthinking or small obstacles get in the way of you realizing or focusing on that success. For my lovely Capricorns, to continue this monthly money career read for January. You might also find that you're quite low in energy throughout the month for whatever reason. It may not fully have to do with career or finances. It may have more to do with health issues or just feeling a bit burnt out. And I mean that may be because of all you have going on or been trying to accomplish. I just got the message when I just stopped after doing half the spread, or pulling half the spread. When you're trying to produce something, stop halfway through. There's a moment where you can reassess how you've accomplished it so far, you know, what you've developed so far, to sort of figure out if you want to begin again or if you are on the right path. Does that make sense? You'll have to sort of connect that to your own situation, whatever you're producing or developing or trying to accomplish throughout the month of January for your career. Okay, so we have the 6. Beep, beep. Anyways, so Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's an underlying focus on what you're passionate about. Are you feeling quite passionate about your career? And I feel like the answer is yes. Even if you haven't been in the past months, the last few months of 2021, feeling like you're beginning the year on a very calm but passionate note. And that's exactly where Spirit and the universe needs you to be at this point. Feeling like, you know, you're an inspiration to a lot of people, even if it doesn't feel like it. If you work on social media, you have this sort of calm, angelic, but confident presence about you that will inspire a lot of people. And it does feel like you're going through a bit of a juggling act all the meanwhile, thinking back to situations you left behind for one reason or another, whether it was past jobs or financial investments. Okay, maybe even people that were affecting your finances in one way, shape, or form. But it does feel like it's a month where you're weighing out a lot, figuring out a lot, asking yourself at times, did I make the right choice? And I do feel like the answer is yes. Every situation is gonna, differ, or it's gonna differ from case to case. But I do feel like you need to trust in the choices you've made up to this point, given it is a very successful month. We're beginning with the manifestation card, the Magician. And so, being a major arcana, you begin the month on a very powerful note, manifesting all you desire, or at least being reminded that your manifestation skills are heightened, reminded that the possibilities are endless for Capricorn at this time, and you need to sort of ground yourself from all that you've dealt with, had to overcome, and accomplished throughout 2021. Being a new year, it's like I feel like a lot of you Capricorns will be viewing it as a fresh start, even if you're sticking with the same situation or situations. Feeling, at least being viewed as if you have this magical vibe or touch about you, where what you produce, what you try to accomplish or tackle in one way, shape, or form becomes quite successful, or just is solved like that. Being an individual that finds it easy at this point to utilize your knowledge and wisdom to come up with creative solutions, even if it's to help someone else with their issues. Okay. I mean, it just feels like a month where even if you're not implementing a huge amount of changes, you're impressing people with your stability, with your endurance, with um, that attitude of just, I don't give up, at least not very easily. So you make your way to the middle of the first half of the month, and there's something you haven't given birth to just yet. Let's clarify this. Again, it doesn't feel like a month where you're making a lot of changes. It feels like a very reflective, successful month. Just not really jumping the gun to make certain changes just yet. But still viewing it as a fresh beginning in one way, shape, or form. At the very least mentally. Six of Wands. Ooh, that came up for a reason. You're getting a gift of abundance in the middle of this first half of the month in the form of attention with the Six of Wands. I would look up the number 66 because that is now coming out. But you're also thinking about saving. Your savings up until this point financially. Trying to control things a little bit too much potentially. A reminder from the universe to loosen that Capricorn grip. It feels like you're thinking a lot about your family and their success, and even your friends, your close, the ones you hold near and dear to your heart, basically, wanting to sort of see things be successful for them as well. There's a new beginning, whether it's a financial investment like a house, a car, something of the sort. It could be you literally giving birth to a child, or just a new beginning in one way, shape, or form. Once again, it's not happening just yet, and you need to have patience or prep for what lies ahead. But whatever you are about to give birth to in the near future, it's happening, and it's gaining a lot of attention, a lot of praise. People are just very happy for you. It's not meant to happen yet. The Emperor. And so as you envision your future costing you a bit of money, but also entailing a lot of changes, again, it's a month of prepping for changes, but not implementing them. You're planning, you're strategically getting ready, thinking about how you're going to make the best out of this fresh start, this new beginning. All the meanwhile, you could be blaming yourself for not being successful with something the first time around, or for not going after something a long time ago. But just understand and remember, and you'll be reminded if need be by Spirit in the universe, every little thing happens for a reason, for the better and for the worse, right? You might even be pushed to view something that ended abruptly in the past as a blessing in disguise. You're thinking thoroughly in a very analytical way at this point in the month. People seeing you as a very stern, serious, well thought out, mature individual. Okay? Feels less sort of going with the flow in comparison to the beginning of the month. But so we begin the second half of the month, and we have the Tower. Before speaking upon it, the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Something you love might come to an end, even if it's a temporary halt. I don't know why it came out that way. Queen of Swords. Deciding to cut something out for the sake of your health. A lot of you Capricorns could be leaving a job, or getting ready to leave a job due to your health. And you might find that it's not the time yet, but the universe is pushing you to get ready to do just that. Thinking about a tower moment that took place in the past for the majority of you. Thinking a lot about your independence and feeling a bit on guard, not wanting to make the wrong choice moving forward, but also not wanting to overdo it. I don't know why that's coming through. I'm being drawn to this butterfly here. You need to understand again, this is that blessing in disguise from the past that we were talking about. Needing to reflect on it and realize that you're still in the midst of a transformation, even if this was a while ago. You're manifesting a tower moment moving forward as well. And that's again why you're feeling the push to reflect on a past tower moment. Not wanting to manifest the wrong decision for yourself. Feeling like things are moving quite quickly at this point in the month, but for whatever reason, you even shock yourself by not stressing too much. A lot of messages coming in from the universe as well, and that in and of itself can be quite overwhelming. Seven of Swords. And so you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month, and you're in the spotlight. This is aligned with the Empress in reverse, which we had the Six of Wands clarifying, talking about a lot of attention. Spotlight being on you once again for what you're getting ready for the successes that are coming to be within your career, even if you are prepping to move on to something new, bigger and better, it feels like, or just something more peaceful, more family oriented for some of you. Interesting. Bear with me if that doesn't resonate. It felt very individual. But with the Three of Cups, it feels like there's 3, maybe 4 people at most in your life that you're very close to who are noticing the investment, the changes that are on the horizon for you, for the successes that you've accomplished up until this point. Them understanding wholeheartedly that it hasn't been an easy ride, but you push past all of the difficulties nonetheless. Feeling quite secretive all the meanwhile. It's just now coming out for the Seven of Swords. Feeling like there is something about this new beginning or fresh start or what you're about to move towards in the near future in the upcoming months that you're not telling a few different people. It may shock them because I feel like there's at least one of them that will sense, if not all of them, will sense that you are just keeping it on the down low. Being very mysterious. Eight of Swords. Interesting, we go from the 7 to the 8 of Swords. And so you finish up the month doing an immense amount of reflecting. There could be a situation that you feel is leaving you very trapped, whether it's a living situation, a lease of some sort, even if it's just a car, or it could be a job once again, feeling like you just don't have it in you to move forward with this investment or this decision any longer, the situation. You could be feeling quite trapped in your own mind, trying to sort through things, being reminded that this situation that's limiting or restricting or just the reflecting you're being pushed to accomplish, to do at this time, is a huge part of your growth in a lot of ways. All right. It's just a month where people will realize as well you're a little bit on guard, or you have your guard up, not wanting people to walk all over you, or just trying to sort of protect your decisions. Feeling like there are very opinionated, judgmental people around you, but there's an underlying focus on how quickly your abundance is flowing in and will be, or continue to do so moving forward into the upcoming months. Wow, what a beautiful reading. So, but yet quite serene if you can just hear / feel the vibes of that I'm exuding at this time. Anyway, so we're going to finish up by pulling from the Making Magic deck for Capricorn. Perseverance, absolutely. I mentioned that you have it in you and people notice that you just keep moving forward to accomplish and be one with the abundance that you deserve, to make sure that your cup is always overflowing. I feel like part of it is to impress other people, but also just to maintain a level of security, and you just don't like to give up. All right, safe and happy travel. I feel like some of you will be doing a level of traveling or planning to be doing just that in the upcoming future. Love charm. Ooh, there is love in the air in one way, shape, or form. Protection. Just understand and remember as the month goes on that you are protected when it comes to what you're about to give birth to, what you're moving towards, the changes that you look to implement moving forward. Allow yourself to cleanse your energy even if you don't feel you're empathic throughout the month of January. And once again, be one with the abundance and the successes as you begin and make your way through January. All right. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Wishing you nothing but the best. Hope you have an amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.